Hey, hey, welcome back to Code 27 Conversation with Cousins, where we remind you to pause, say, and take a moment for you. I'm Alicia Stevenson with 27 Coaching and Counseling.
And I'm Bridget, also known as It's Really Bridget with the Melanin Drip Collective.
And in a world that never stops, we are here to remind you to do what, Bridget?
Slow it down.
Yes. Hey. Okay, y'all. So welcome to episode 15. Thanks everybody for just being on this journey with us.
Wait a minute, clap it up for episode 15. Yeah.
Yes, we appreciate you. We appreciate you. So, what are we talking about today? Today we're talking about overthinking, and we all know that anxiety is real big. It's very prominent. It's very normal, unfortunately. Just that worry, the overthinking. So today we're going to dive a little deep into overthinking and why we do it. Y'all ready?
Yeah. I know I do it. I don't know uh, why I do it. I mean, I guess I kind of know why. Scientifically, what they say, like overthinking is uh, your way of protecting yourself from like threats, things like that,
Mm-hmm.
fear, and just knowing what's going on. When I think about overthinking for me, it's usually when I'm planning something,
Mm-hmm.
just going above and beyond what needs to be thought about. I don't know if that's possible, but
Right, right.
I think I do it specifically like if I'm planning an event or something like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
it just plays in my mind all day, all
Yeah,
night,
yeah.
everything.
That makes sense. For me, sometimes it's like if it's something that I need to do, like you said, with planning, and sometimes it could be like an unfinished or unsettled conversation or conflict.
Yes.
And I might be thinking like it might be something that needed to be tabled, but I wanted to talk about it and then just hash it out. And that's why I know I want to hash out conflicts, interpersonal conflicts right then and there, because I don't want to be thinking about it. So I want to let's
Get
deal
it
with
done
this.
get on with my life.
Yeah,
Like,
and sometimes they say it come off as like aggressive, like not aggressive. I just want to deal with it, and I want to deal with it now because I don't like that uncomfortable feeling in the pit of my stomach, like that anxiety and worry about it.
mm-hmm. They like to call it confrontation when you want to address something right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
People like to coin that as being confrontational, and like you said, it's like no, I just need to address it so I can get on with my life.
Yeah, and it's being uncomfortable, and so I had to learn to be comfortable being uncomfortable
Mm-hmm.
or being content. That's even in the Bible, being content no matter the circumstance.
Yeah, and
And
that's how you. That's actually how you grow.
yeah, yeah. So I've been learning. I've been having a lot of tests. They say you only grow through your tests. So I've been having tests of being content in the uncomfortable or in the unknown and not letting the feelings of anxiety or anxiousness take over and not letting it take over my brain and my mental space and mental capacity. Because if I'm using that energy, ruminating, thinking about it over and over, what could have been done, what should have been done, what I could have said, well, what did they mean? I haven't had somebody recently like hasn't answered my text in a few days, and I went to, are they mad when I do? And then I had to like, why are you making up stories?
Yeah,
And if I'm gonna
yeah.
make up a story that's gonna be helpful. So I'm like, well, maybe they on how they phone, maybe their phone broke. Like a more helpful story, not to be thinking about why they not texting. You know, that's back in a couple of days. And if it's that serious and I really need them now, I mean, call because I just texted, so I can do other things if it really was that serious. If I thought they were hurt or something, because our brain again tries to protect.
Yeah.
And then say either they're not texting back because they're mad, or oh no, they might be dead. Like, what's the odds?
Why do our brains always go to the worst possible
It
scenario?
does. It's trying to protect us, and it's like, brain, thank you, but you're doing the most.
What's what?
You're doing the most.
Say,
Sometimes we gotta talk to ourselves and talk to our brain.
now I know it.
It's
I
like,
know it.
stop. And if you're gonna tell a story, tell a more helpful story. So that's how I kind of help manage the rumination and the overthinking. Like I'm gonna tell a more helpful story.
That's good. That's a
Yeah,
good point.
yeah.
Because I was going to ask, like, what do you do to stop? Like, stop the overthinking? Not
Mhm.
even like in that scenario, but I guess, like, in general, like, overall, like, can you give us, like, some tips some tricks, some mental tricks and tips on how to
Mhm.
relax, like
Yeah.
just chill out.
Something that has been very helpful for me, because a lot of things that try to make it into my brain and stay there and try to make it into my sleep, because might be things from work.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it might not even necessarily be like a conflictual thing at work, just like what needs to be done the next day.
Yeah.
So I'll write it down. I have a notebook by my bed, and as those thoughts try to stay in my brain and make it to my sleep, I'll write it down. And I've been able to kind of find more peace in that, and then I replace. So I think that's also like your brain trying to remember. So it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
keep replaying so you can remember. Like, but if it's written down, that's you giving your brain permission to take a break. Like, no, I took care of it. You don't have to remember it for me.
It's like empty it out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. And if there's a question I have, like that's causing worry, I might write down the question and see if what comes the next day. And that actually brings a little bit of like peace and excitement. Like, okay, I wrote down this question and that was giving me concern, and now I'm excited to see what comes in my sleep or what comes when I wake up. So it turns that anxiety into a little bit more like excitement.
Mm-hmm.
um yeah, so getting it out of your head and getting it onto paper. And one thing I like is trace. That's a journaling prompt to help you just do a brain dump.
Oh,
TRACE.
yeah.
So thoughts, relationships, anger, concerns, and excitement. And I like that you're getting the worries out. You're not acting like they're not there. So your concerns, write it all out. And then you're ending with that excitement. What are you excited for? And I actually add gratitude as well. Excited and grateful for it. And that clear some space.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very good point.
Yeah. So when overthinking shows up, like I feel like it's true. Your feelings are real, but it's not necessarily the truth, right? Your brain tries to tell you somebody will be back because they died. Like, the odds are very low. So we know our brains exaggerate, and it's protecting us. And we do live in a society that causes a lot of just overstimulation, and we have access to so it's an information overload. Just think 50 years ago, you did not have access to any and everything that was happening all over the world at every hour, every minute. And now we have so much access to what's going on. So not only are we exposed to what's happening in our house and in our cities, we're exposed to what's happening all over the country, all over the world. So that's a lot for our brains to process. And it's going to tell you the worst to try to protect you from everything that's happening. And another thing you can do to just give yourself a break is get off of social media for a little bit, or get off the news for a little bit, or change your feed and that you're looking at things as positive, like what we're talking about at Code 27 Conversation with Cousins. So yeah, just giving yourself a break. And gratitude is another. I like when I drive Joseph to school in the morning, and we haven't been doing it so much in the summer, but I gotta get a summer routine. We would do 10 things we're grateful for as we drive to school. And then this was from a book, Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life. And then we would do 10 things we're grateful for, and send love and kindness to 3 people who irritate us. That one was big, y'all. Thinking about 3 people who irritate you that you don't like, and sending them love and wishing them good wishes and stuff. Like, that was good. And then just, yes. And then just sit in silence for like a minute or so, asking God for guidance for the day. That's a very grounding experience that I invite you to try.
Yeah. That's good. Let's talk about the shift in perspective. A few things on the notes. Um, is your first recognize what it is. This is being too much, but it's your nervous trying to